Fun time to be alive playing a game like this. I will say this, and I will kind of try to be nice about this. Like, it's not that I dislike this game or anything like that. I don't have a problem with this game. This game is probably one of those games that, yeah, you came way too quick for me to process what was even happening. I enjoy playing this game. It's probably one of those, probably one of the few games that I play on here that I just enjoy the act of playing and things of that nature. And it's not like I don't think I'm trying to do anything crazy like I was I think when what game came out? There's a few games. My Hero Academia, um and things of that nature. When they came out, I just played the mess out of them and I was trying to like grind up to be something, and that's what the original plan was, but then I would forget to log in some days and it just fell off like that for me. It's sad, but that's what happens. Shoot, I think the same even happens with Dragon Ball Legends. And we have some stuff on there that I probably would have liked to go for. But it's what happens. It's life. Um, there's bigger things to go on in the world right now. Like, there's war going on everywhere. There's racism going on everywhere. There's like a bunch of like people hating on each other. Um, pretty much everywhere, and it's kind of sad that we reach this point in life where it's more about the money than anything else. And I think what really hurts the most is that I think it's something Dan TDM said. He's like, "What happened to us just wanting to YouTube, just wanting to make videos for fun?" And even Jacksepticeye said the same thing, like just wanting to do things for fun and not try to make just a quick buck out of it. And that's had me sitting thinking for a little bit while looking at my phone. Cause I was like, that's kind of why I started doing what I do here. It was just for the fun of it. It wasn't like me trying to do something crazy. I wasn't trying to like be the most famous influencer in the world. I just wanted to play and have fun playing this game. That's all I wanted to do. Well, not this game, but like games in general. That's all I wanted. And now, um, it's at a weird point where like you watch people that try to do crazy things for views, and it's kind of sad because like that's not all there is in life. It's just trying to get the most attention. To be honest with you, I'm surprised if I do get attention. I don't really complain about it or anything like that. In my mind, attention is attention. It's cool and all that, but it's not like my main goal or anything like that. It's not like the end all to be all for me. I think I'd rather enjoy being the small influencer that plays a little bit of games, and then it's a good hobby. I guess the best way to put it. I probably would have wanted to do more, um, because I was trying to do more. I was trying my best. I was doing the whole Bible thing where I would like have the audio from like the Bible just playing, then I would clip it like on a game like this, and I would just like post it, and I just thought it was just fun to do. And it was just something to do that I thought like, hey, if you have trouble like keeping your mind on this, is like a good way for it to help you. But I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Lives have changed, and that goes from YouTube to TikTok. So I remember when I was getting like thousands, hundreds of views, like 900 thousands of views. Just me posting a clip of me playing Dragon Ball Legends. Under a minute long. I got so much attention. It was like such a cool thing. It felt good. If I felt really happy about it because I was like, I didn't know why it happened to me. And part of me just didn't understand why. Maybe I still feel that way sometimes when I post on TikTok. Because sometimes I get like a lot of views, sometimes I don't really get that many. Sometimes I get a lot of attention, sometimes I don't. Um, because I remember when, and this Trick My Legend was already been out at that point. I just had like a lot of clips to post on TikTok. It's weird. It's weird, and like I'm doing like this little thing on my main account where I'm just like posting like shorts nowadays because they wanted us to post shorts that had to reach a certain amount of like views and something like that for us to like get a paid membership with like YouTube and stuff like that. So I was like, so sometimes I would just post like random, and I wouldn't title it or nothing. I would just post it and just be like, boom, there's a short for the day. Probably something from the past, probably something current going on. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how life has been. It's weird what's going on with life in general. And I would have loved to for this to be like a career of mine, me to be able to sit and play video games as like a full-fledged career and stuff like that. I think that's like the dream of most kids and stuff like that. You probably always wanted to just play video games and that's it. You want to get paid to play video games. You want to test it or you want to make your own. I think it only resonates now because we're adults now, what most of us are, and we're probably like in the middle of like just dealing with a lot. Dealing with like inflation, to working, to losing friends and family around us because we can't talk to them as much as we used to, or we probably did something to bring more interest in our own life that ruined theirs in a weird way, and it's sad. And that's mainly what the world has mainly become is just that one word, sad. Because it's like the joy that we had when like watching like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Corey Kenshin and stuff, it faded away. It's replaced by a bunch of things. The ads. I remember when ads used to be like the biggest no of just YouTube videos. Where like some people would have ads and people disliked when people had ads. And when people tried to, it was like, no, was it ads? Was it? No, it was merchant. When you tried to sell merch, they hated your guts when you tried to do that. They would have preferred you to probably just had it in the bio or something like that, or just like not promote it and just be like, yeah, randomly found it. Like, oh, they have merch, cool. Then like we got people like Jake Paul came out, and then it just went left from there. Then the YouTube boxing thing started happening, which wasn't bad, but just like anything else, it spoiled. We started to get more egos, and now we have people that stream all day. And when I say stream all day, let me correct when I say this specifically. People who stream all day, but then be the type of person to just dislike everything for some reason. And to be like, no sense why they do it. Because I don't know. And then I think the one thing that really gets me is like the OnlyFans. The OnlyFans is something that I'm gonna open up. Way I probably shouldn't, but I'll do this. Younger me was just addicted to porn, right? Addicted to porn, and I was just dealing with that as a kid, stuff like that. Because you're a kid, of course. You saw a tit on screen, you got way too excited about it, and you probably should have. But sometimes even affects you as an adult because that you would have thought was so normal back then really isn't normal. And I think the craziest part about it is like looking at like life nowadays and how sexualized things are. It's insane. It's just insane to say that this is where we're at nowadays. You gotta pay to have fun. You gotta um pay a female to get attention. And it sucks. It really does. I struggle with reading my Bible still. I was making progress at first, but I think it all went downhill because I still was dealing with my own seven deadly sins, and I failed to really beat that fight because I was trying to fight it alone instead of looking for help from the Most High, and I just messed up everything. Lost friends and family to all this, and it was stupid, but it's what I'm currently sitting with, what I'm currently living with. And I know that there's so many other people crying about it, trying to figure out what to do in life. And they hate to hear someone say, turn to the Bible. I hate to hear that. But it's a big help. Um, I've been watching this guy called Truth Unedited. He made a video series, document series called We're Not Black People. I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people. It's something you gotta watch to really understand. And it's crazy because like if you'll probably be like, well, that's just you then. That's just you. And that's what I originally thought. But then we had people like Devontae the One even like telling us, being like, yeah, I read the Bible. I do it. This is what I do. I worship him. I understand that Christians are doing it wrong. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because I guess, best way to put it, the cure or the way to fix the problem is from reading a book that most people would rather not read.